pleasure to be here. Thanks for coming out to see this production of International Accordion Kings. This is the last night of a three-show run. We started in Baton Rouge, went to Lake Charles last night, and we're going to give you the full force of what we got tonight. All right, we're going to start with Alex Meixner from New Braunfels, Texas. He's going to give you some polka music to wake you up. Thank you. Alex, we're going to go down the road to San Antonio, Texas with Josh and Max Baca.
is there no sound now? Was there ever sound? Oh, I know what happened, probably. Once again, yeah, that's exactly what happened. This is crazy, dude.
And there's not much there. There's an airstrip for crop dusters. And they had a good stop for Mardi Gras where they would throw a lot of chickens. And they still do. So Tigalopula Puanto Pan means just get on the horse and go to Pine Point. Yo. La plus vive, la bande, elle est la plus mignonne, elle est la plus jolie, elle a les yeux canailles. Dis pas à ta maman que j'ai quitté ton bec, dis pas à ton papa que j'avais pas mon tête. Tigalome pour la pointe au pain, tigalome pour la pointe au pain. Très jolie, mais non, les mots c'est là, mais si c'est pas c'est là, mais je veux pas ni tu. La plus vive, la bande, elle est la plus mignonne, elle est la plus jolie, elle a les yeux canailles. Dis pas à ta maman que j'ai quitté ton bec, dis pas à ton papa que j'avais pas mon tête. Tigalome pour la pointe au pain, tigalome pour la pointe au pain. Elle est jolie, mais non, et moi c'est là, mais si c'est pas c'est là, mais je veux pas ni tu. Thank you. Right next to me is the great Creole fiddler and accordionist, Cedric Watson, everybody.
How y'all doing? So I'm rolling solo, okay? And sometimes I like it like that. But I'm playing a double roll accordion, and yeah, I'm gonna play y'all a little number right here. It's a Zydeco tune. I like the way you dress. Is that style? I bet you can Zydeco dance too, huh? Look like it. Front porch style. Take it back.
Comment je vais faire? Yeah! Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, mon cœur fait mal. Toi dis-moi, si ton chagrin que tu m'as fait, qu'on t'a quitté. Wow! Somebody scream!
Now, how about that? That's a good place to pause. What a great show already. How awesome. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we got Bertie Wooster up in here. Hey, everybody. You know, we're in the last days of spring here in Pennsylvania, and it's just still cold. Because why? Because Pennsylvania is always cold until the end of May. Or at least it's not actually warm weather until the end of May. That's just the way it is here in southeastern Pennsylvania. My observations on 20 years living in this basic area. This June, next month, will be 20 years. How about that? Wild. Okay. So, what's happening, Ann? Yeah, great to have you here. So, this is really cool. I found this. This is from, let's see, 3 weeks ago. So, during the Jazz and Heritage, the Jazz Fest, which the proper name is Jazz and Heritage Festival, this happened, which is cool, and it just popped up on my feed. So this is really cool. We've got all kinds of great kind of roots, folk, American styles here represented, which is so cool. Let's just keep watching.
Cedric Watson, y'all. We're going to move on down to New Orleans legends, Glenn Hartman, Jonathan Freilich from the Klezmer All-Stars. Anybody know the Klezmer All-Stars here?
So it's something that's been so fun about hanging out is usually when an accordion player is on the gig, there's only one. And so we don't get to spend a lot of time with other accordion players, maybe backstage at a festival or something, but this has been a real treat, spending so much time.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, John. You know, I think it's safe to say that everyone up here has been playing music just about their whole lives. Probably started as kids, every one of us. And, I want to go back to this side of the stage and get Alex to tell you a little bit about his musical journey that he's been on with the accordion leading the way, and the music he plays and how he started and all that stuff.
Well, I'm the fourth generation of my family as Austrian immigrants in the United States performing Austrian Volksmusik. And we're going to generally call it under the umbrella of polka music. But polkas are something that the actual dance was invented in the middle 1800s, and it is indigenous to what we now call the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland. But that music, well, it's Cedric's part Czech over there. So I mean, it's really amazing how all of this music just kind of binds us all together in some way, shape, and form. You know, the Austrians and Germans brought the accordions to what we now call Texas, and influenced the conjunto music, and all of that stuff is just something that this journey of music has been very, very awesome to live a life being surrounded with all of this. And so I tour with my own band throughout the United States, and we do like an amped up polka show that also puts jazz and rock and all kinds of other things into it. But I love getting to play the traditional music. And this instrument here is what we would call a steirische harmonica. Everybody say that? A steirische harmonica, or a push-pull accordion that comes from Styria in Austria. And this is a diatonic instrument, much like Steve's, Cedric's, and Josh's, except the system's a little different, and I have 4 different keys that I play in. And the left hand has reeds that are emulative of a heligon, which is the ancestral name of a tuba. And so that's the sound of that instrument. So, but we can play pretty music on this. And right now I'd like to play a little waltz that I composed for 2 friends of mine. We're supposed to play their wedding, and it was in November of 2020. Yeah. And so I was still living in Florida at the time, and my band had some COVID-friendly gigs in Texas, and we were going to hang out where everybody was socially distanced and everything was not like today, right? And one of the members of my band got COVID while we were on the trip.
So pretty. Cool to see it really up close. Like great camera framing too of Alex's hands. I noticed like I don't listen to a whole lot of this kind of music and like dissect it, but it seems like he's playing like a lot of 4-note chords and chords that have like dissonances in them, like a major 6 chords and stuff, and things where there's the 2 against the 1 or the 6 against the 5, which is neat because I don't often hear that so much, that style. So it's like, to me, it's like, oh, he's playing in the style of a chromatic instrument, but on a diatonic instrument, at least that particular arrangement, because there's so many big chords in his hand, and some with like second intervals in there. Pretty cool. But I don't know, maybe that's common and I just don't know it, but very neat. And then just like such dynamics, a lot of times I felt like, especially at the beginning of his tune, the beat 1 would be soft, dee da dee da. Like 2 and 3 would be loud. I wish I could find it, but it's such a long, I'll never be able to find it because the whole video is like 2 hours long. If I try to go back the slightest amount, it'll take us back like an hour. Anyway, very beautiful. Cool. So what's been going on with you guys? That kind of makes me think about that concert makes me think about just what is our local accordion culture, you know. I'm thinking of like who are the accordion players that I know up here where I live, and then other places that I've lived, you know. Who are the people that are out there playing? How about around you? Are you one of those people? Do you know your local accordionist? Because I like to think about that they're like, our culture is what is around us, you know. And there's like, you know, how far that culture extends, how known that person is, or that thing, you know, and if it's part of another tradition, how much it fits into another tradition, or how much people from another tradition interact with it. But culture is local, man. Absolutely. Okay. At some point today, I'm going to talk about the physics of the accordion. It's just kind of my spiel about touch, but it's pretty interesting. And it has a lot to do with sound and listening also. And then I have a whole playlist of stuff. So there's things that aren't this festival that I wanted us to listen to. Let's see. Here's my playlist, which you guys can't see on the right. Oh yeah, let's check this guy out. So I found Vasil Bendas. His channel, and I don't think we've ever listened to any of him on the stream before. And he has a lot of videos, and he has some like educational videos as well. So I thought we would listen to one of him playing and then check out one of his technique and you know, videos and stuff like that. So pretty cool. Happy to have found this. What were we just listening to? The Bach cello sonata. Yeah. Cool. Alex is here. What's up, Alex? Cool. Okay. That's Vasil. But I just see the chat now. Alex is here checking us out. Okay, cool. Hey, Alex. Well, I don't know if you saw the part, but I was just like commenting that the way that you played that last tune, you had all these like major 6 chords and stuff in there. And other stuff where there's like things I don't normally hear, the kind of thicker harmonies I don't normally hear on a diatonic accordion. And it seems like however you're combining those rows, it reminds me of like the voicings that, you know, you would play on the piano accordion. Not this part. This is the end of your arrangement where you get simple and pretty again.
Vielen Dank, meine Freunde.
Cool.
Thank you, Alex. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Josh and Max, I think their journey started off in New Mexico, but they're in San.
All right. Well, I just want to go back to Alex for a second. Let's see here. Let's go back to my playlist. Let's check out some sort of tutorial video from here. Oh yeah, that was cool. From Vasil. We could do 4 exercises to improve your technique. Yeah, let's check this out. 4 exercises.
Hello, dear musicians.
So, yeah, don't forget to find Vasil and subscribe yourself.
Today's video, I'm gonna tell you how to improve your technique using some pretty simple exercises. By playing these exercises regularly and spending about half an hour daily, you will see really good progress within a few weeks. You will build a solid foundation so that in the future you won't worry whether you have enough technical preparation to play a particular piece of music. But before we will dive into it, I would like to emphasize that the main condition that you will perform these exercises regularly and paying attention on quality. Only in this way you can improve your technique.
Only in this way.
This is quite simple one, but I recommend to start your practicing with it. Remember that it is important to play all the notes evenly and clearly.
So it's like so it's like hand in, except for there's no skip in the initial shape. 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 right? Okay. Oh, all right. But here's where it's gonna get interesting. Okay. But I need to interact with the chat. So Alex says indicative. Okay, so the style is indicative of more contemporary Streichisch diatonic players. Okay, Dennis Novato, Robert Goder. Cool. Yeah, right on. Okay, Herbert Pixner. All right, well, we'll have to check out some Herbert Pixner today then, for sure. Very cool. Always cool. That looked like a fun gig, man. You guys did that 3 concerts in a row. That's super cool. The Accordion Kings. That's great. I hope to see you guys next time. Cool. Yeah, right on. Somebody else knows about Pixner. Well, okay. Well, then we got to check out Pixner. All right. After Vasil, then we'll check out Pixner. If anybody has a suggestion for what. So here we go.
This exercise will include 3 versions of fingering. And you can skip the first variation if you feel that these 3 fingers are strong enough.
Okay.
Also, don't forget that if you feel discomfort and your hand is straining too much, take a short break to relax your hand
Cool.
and then continue.
Exercise number 3. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3,
help you to improve this type of technique. And the fingering here, the same as in the second exercise.
All right. Okay. All the possible fingering permutations.
If you play the piano accordion, this exercise is must-have for you. It will include as many as 6 fingerings, and I had all these exercises when I was studying at college.
Cool. Okay. All right, that's cool. That reminds me of some stuff I saw Ksenia Sidorova talk about. Really shedding all the weird fingering. Okay, so we're gonna check out Pixner. Herbert Pixner. Let's see what we got here. Project with a K. Oh boy. Okay. Heimat Sound Festival, of course. All right. Upright bass. Harp? And a Manouche guitar. Harp gets me every time. Dang. It's like you barely see his fingers moving on the buttons there.
Vielen herzlichen Dank. Herzlich willkommen in Oberammergau. Freut uns, dass wir da sein dürfen und heute beim Heimatsound Festival mit dabei sein dürfen. Und bevor wir es losgehen lassen, möchten wir uns natürlich kurz vorstellen. Wir kommen genauer gesagt aus Hub. Das soll
Oh, he's pushing it. Cool. This guy sounds like he has a super light touch on that da-da-da. All the super staccato fast. That's cool. Hey, all right. That's it. That is a fun little breakdown, and then how they kind of flow back into it. Very cool. All right. Okay, Herbert Pixner. Well, thanks everybody for suggesting Herbert Pixner. That's cool. I will subscribe. Let's see what else is on this channel. All right, Symphonic Alps 2021, Toccata, Another World. We got TV appearances. We've got some producers, like a music video that looks cool. All right. Well, we'll be back. Very cool. What else is on my? Oh, I know what's fun. Check this out. I found this Lincoln video. This is so cool. So this is how to lead a band in a ballad, but it's really how to be the boss and be cool, and how to make friends and influence people on the jazz bandstand. This is so cool. There's so much charisma and just like humanity, like the way to work with people, that you're just trying to take care of business, treat everybody with respect, make something good, still kind of be the boss because it is your vision and you're the number one honcho. All right, so check this out. This is cool. Marion Cowings.
Today we're going to be dealing with a ballad, how to conduct it, and how to give the band the sense of emotional sense that is going to be delivered to the audience. In this case, it's I Didn't Know About You, a Duke Ellington composition. Let's start at the beginning. I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. Hi, everybody. How are you? Cool.
It's so cool. I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. So cool. I mean, it's true, though. You got to be cool. You got to, like, give off the good vibe, right? I love it, though. It's so awesome.
Let's start at the beginning. I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. Hi, everybody. How are you? Cool.
Isn't that cool? Hey, everybody. How you doing? Right? Like, look at people. Make them feel like you're happy to see them. It's so cool.
Didn't know about you? Everybody cool with that? How about the key of F? Key of F, okay. I'll give you one measure.
So he's telling everybody, this is like what you do if you're a singer and you're going to a jam session, Hey, how you introduce, it's your turn, you go up, you make a little human connection with everybody. You tell everybody the name of the tune. And the name of the tune is I Didn't Know About You. But the way he says it makes you think that he's still like telling somebody that he doesn't know. Hey, I didn't know I'd have a saxophone. Anyway, and then you tell them the key of the song, the key that you're going to sing it in. Because it's very common for singers to sing their standards in whatever key fits their voice, which can be a lot of weird flat keys a lot of the time.
Okay, I'll give you one measure up front. Please give me a 4-bar intro.
So cool.
Tom. And
he's telling him exactly. Now here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna count you off 1 bar, and then you're gonna give me an intro, 4 bars, and then we're gonna do the tune. It's so
intro,
good.
Tom. And watch me for the ending, okay? And also, this is a chance to. Oh my God! There's a saxophone here. Now what do I do? Okay, well.
Tell me something to do.
Okay, would you mind playing obligatos, little grace note type things in and out of my phrasing? Avoid playing the melody with me. I got the melody, so I'd appreciate it if you could do the obligato thing.
I'd appreciate it. I love that.
I'll give you.
I don't know. It's just so good. It's so chill and respectful, and getting it done.
One measure up front. Key of
I'd
F,
appreciate
watch
it.
me for the ending.
This guy's cool. This guy is so cool. who wouldn't want to, like, doesn't he just make you feel like, yeah, we're all going to do something cool right now?
2, 3.
Now, I thought the piano was going to do the intro, but apparently it's a guitar.
Some obligatos in there, baby. I ran around with my own little crowd. The usual laughs, not often but loud. And in the world that I knew, I didn't know about you. Chasing after the rain on a merry-go-round, just taking my fun where it could be found. But then what else could I do?
What a great tune.
I didn't know about you. Darling, now I know I had the loneliest yesterday. Every day in your arms, I know for once in my life.
It's so cool. And now he's just like,
I'm lit.
Also, I feel like what's great for me to notice is he's not needlessly trying to conduct the band or anything. It's like everybody knows the tune, everybody's listening and listening to him, and so he's just doing his job and like being fully facing the audience, delivering it, giving us, you know, stuff to look at when he's singing.
Living, had a good time every time I went out. Romance was a thing I kidded about. How could I know about love?
So tight.
I didn't know about you.
Look, the little like, okay, now give me the little cymbal and the, you know, the little noodles, whatever that little saxophone thing was. It's so cool. It's just so cool. And what a vibe! Like, just what a cool thing. I thought that was really fun. I've got some other stuff. Let's see, more things for us to listen to. You know, take us around. Let's check this one out. Whoa, it's so loud. Sorry, guys. All right, here's something different. This is Bobby Naranjo's Dirección Polka on diatonic accordion. Originally recorded on chromatic accordion. Okay, cool. There's one particular movement that I can't do, so I came up with an alternate fill. Right on. This is fun. Double bass drum? All right, we're gonna do just a radio edit here. Loved it though, very cool. Yeah, okay. Check out some more stuff here. Ooh, let's let's check out some bandoneon. Llanto. This is on Manuel Momo's channel here. Let's see. Guitarist, arranger, tango, bandoneon, octeto atemporal. Very cool. All right. So here we go. Is that the fifth of the key that we're gonna be in? Oh. Sounds like he's on the route. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. All right. I really enjoyed the interplay of the piano and the bandoneon and all the musicality. Like, man, super listening to each other, and everybody knew what it was supposed to sound like. And the pianist had really cool voicings also, that I, whatever that is, I don't know. I think these guys are Argentinian, and it's bandoneon and piano, and so I'm like, oh, it must be tango vocabulary. But, it's music, right? We all have our influences. Cool. Yeah, this musician has a bunch of content. Ultima Bailongo. Let's listen to one more by the same musician. Let's see. Let's check this one out. Mara. It's called Mara. Concerto Ganadores. I thought Ganadores was a kind of a bean. It's probably not. Okay, here we go. Totally cool. Okay. Sick. Okay, what else? We got that one. We'll keep that one open. Bertie Worcester said Ganadores means winners and champions. Thank you so much. Go back to my playlist here. Oh, I know. Here. I'll talk about my the touch and physics and stuff. So, these ideas, in the United States, I've only ever heard these ideas represented very kind of generally. I've heard this stuff talked about, but just as play light. You got to play light. Oh yeah, everybody's playing light. Play light. Always keep air, in the bellows. But from spending time studying with Frederic Deschamps, who's amazingly articulate about all this stuff and a really great teacher, and Jacques Mornay and Natalie Bouchex and Cinema, who are also equally great. I've come to an understanding about a certain approach to the accordion that is about using like a lot of compression all the time and also playing lightly on the surface, or a lot of the time playing lightly. How much you do that is up to you. But it does seem like, when I do this, and then it has a different sound for sure, and a different feeling, and a different sound, and the accordion behaves differently. And I feel like I hear a lot of other people doing it. Not everybody, and not all my favorite hero accordion players play this way, but I think that there's a lot of light playing going on and accordion around the world. And I don't, all I know is what I know. So I can't say for sure who's doing what, but it certainly sounds like it. So let's talk about that. So these are, I just want credit to go to like Fred Deschamps and Jacques and Natalie, because those are the people that I know from whom I learned this stuff. So direct back to them for more great stuff. But one of the concepts is that the air should be used all the time, and like Jacques' concept is that you move the bellows before you play the note, which is, to me, so revolutionary. It's amazing. And then what happens from that. And then the idea that like what we're doing to the bellows affects how the accordion feels physically. So the amount of resistance on the key when I'm opening the bellow, the amount of force I'm going to have to use on that key in my right hand is going to be more and more the harder I pull on the bellows. So if I pull on the bellows not at all, then I only have the resistance of the spring pressing close the door. This is like totally ripping off Fred Deschamps, and it's the truth. It's how the accordion works, I think. If you play this way. So if you're not thinking about playing anywhere except the bottom of the keys, then what you have is you have all this whatever air you're moving, and then you have the doors opening completely. So every time that we press a note here, it's connected to a rod that goes to a pad that covers a hole, and I'm going to call that a door. So the door we can open just a little bit, and you get a really nice, gentle, sweet sound at the beginning and the end. And we also, because there's a point of attack also, and that's something that I first heard named by Michael Bridge in his PhD thesis, that when he presented some excerpts of it. But there's a point at which we hear, if we're making the air pressure, and then we're conscientious and in control of how we're pressing, we can hear the attack on the note and when and where. And something also happens when we play a really big full note and the door opens all the way. It becomes kind of a blatty sound, which is not bad, but it's one sound, So the idea is to have a really light touch. Which gives us kind of this crispness to the sound, and also sort of a little bit more warmth, because there's a little bit more care to the beginning of the note and the end of the note, the way the note starts and ends. But the way the physics sort of affects it, and I'm not actually going to be talking about physics, I'm just going to be talking about mechanics. The harder I pull, the harder all these piano keys get sucked down onto the accordion, because we have negative pressure, and which happens all the time. Like even if I'm pressing a note in my left hand, I still have negative pressure on the keyboard here. It's not as much, right? Usually. but it's still there. If I don't play anything, then I have a lot of negative pressure. And if I push the bellows closed, while I have air in there, then I'm creating positive pressure, which makes the piano key feel a lot easier to play. It makes the piano key, the note, start much quicker based on our press. It takes very little effort. And the effort that we apply also gets help from the air being blown. So it moves faster. And I think that closing in both hands, the point of attack is much more at the very tippy top of the key bed or button bed, wherever that is. As opposed to when I'm opening, it's a little bit further down. And it also just behaves differently. Just trying to play really light on the surface. And then if I did that, let's see. That's the same sort of staccato sound, but going down all the way. It's a different sound. The sound is longer and it makes sort of a different shape. And it expresses just a different feeling, like at the end of the day, it's just, it doesn't matter what the mechanics is, it matters what the sound is and then what the feeling of that sound is. But this is just a little bit of stuff that I think about all the time. So lately I'm spending a lot of time on my left hand and trying to play super light. And I told the class about this on Monday night, but I have my fingernails clipped totally to as short as they can be, basically. And especially for the left hand, so that way I can really curve my finger over the top like this. So even like the nail part is kind of pressing the top of the button. And then let's see, what else was I gonna say about this stuff? Oh yeah, so the physics. So if we imagine like another way to think about this is like a shop vac with the hose, and you have the hose, and then if I put my hand over the hose but the vacuum was off, there would be no additional effort to put my hand on the cover the hose and then remove my hand. But if I turned the shop vac on and then I put my hand over the hose, then it would be getting sucked on. It would be sucked closed over the hole, and then it would take more effort for me to lift that. And that's what's happening when we open the bellows on the accordion. And like as Fred Deschamps talks about so eloquently, the two things happen. One is that we need more on the opening. We need more force. The same amount of force does not move the piano key as much, and you can feel that. You can think of that however you want. But you can discover that if you just, start with no pushing and just gently press the key and then gently pull and gently pull more and gently and keep and so what you're doing is you're increasing the pressure in your left arm, and you're just finding that it's becoming harder and harder to press down because the suction of the key, the door is getting tighter and tighter, stronger and stronger. And that same thing goes for the left hand. You can discover that. And then the opposite effect happens. So when we're squeezing the accordion closed, if I don't squeeze at all, it's just the resistance of the spring. And then if I gently squeeze, this one is so strong that you really have to play very, very lightly, or you won't even perceive what's happening. So make whatever finger you're using to do this, make it really, really relaxed. And so you can really feel the resistance because there's not much at all. And then the stronger you squeeze, you'll find, as long as you're keeping whatever finger you're pressing like very relaxed, you'll find that the opposite is true. So the stronger you squeeze, the faster and less pressure that the piano key requires to open the door, because it's being blown with more and more pressure. It's getting more and more help to open. So once you add just a little bit of weight on there, it flies open. So so that is very interesting because that we feel that in our hands. You know, you can feel. And then if you want to have some subtlety in your sound, also, you know, you want to have some control, and you don't want to, you know, you want to have. I wish my fingers were. I don't have the touch yet that I want. I'm not super proud of it, but it's in progress. I'm working on it. And I noticed that I need to think about being above. I've heard people say this, but be above the keyboard. I think I'm a little bit too far back, which is starting to come into play, wanting to play on the surface and wider chord voicings. See, there, my pinky played first. Yeah. But I'm trying to give a little bit more air and make him have a shape. Sounds a little anemic, but being very conscious and careful and trying to get that good light sound in both hands. Super staccato. Yeah. Okay. The other thing that the changing the pressure does, in addition to the force that we feel in the actual accordion, right, is it changes the way the accordion will make your it'll change how long and short your notes are. So if I want to play staccato, I'm gonna get a better, cleaner sounding staccato if I play really light on the keys, because if I play lightly, meaning superficially, I'm only pressing down a little bit the piano key or the button and then bring it back up. It's a shorter sound, right? So like instead of the door having to open this far and close this far, it's just opening that far and close. Dit, 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 right? So the staccato is better played conceptually that way. You get, if you go all the way down, you don't really get as much of a staccato. You get a short note, but it's got a lot more depth to it. More like a marcato or something. So, and Jacques Mornet has names for all these articulations. So these are the two staccatos that he has. The one is superficial, and the other one is profound, which is all the way to the bottom. Aggressive and what's the staccato aggressive and staccato, I forget how, man. Anyway, so the other thing that happens is with the pressure, adding more pressure helps you. Playing with pressure in your bellows helps you, bringing pressure through the whole note. When I'm pulling, I'm getting that vacuum sucking, which is gonna make, when the note does break, it's gonna have to break it, but when I release, it's getting sucked back. And when I press close, that same force is blowing, so I get a quicker beginning to the note, but I get a little bit slower end because when the pad is coming back, it's being blown against. So the end of these notes they just sound a little bit different, the way the note itself sounds. Yeah, what else about the physics? You can move the air in various ways. So you can move the air opening the bellows this way, you can move the air this way also. So if I'm opening, you can get some additional movement there without having to just continue that pull. Cool. Okay. I feel like I've said all I want to say. Let's go back here. Let's check out some more music. Okay, already saw that. We saw that. Okay. I believe this is Vallenato Accordion.
Repítamelo, polloína. Esto es azul, 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 azuquita, pollo. Hasta el lunes.
El show de las estrellas. Homenaje a Rafael Orozco. Presentando El show de las estrellas. Homenaje a Rafael Orozco.
En la casa de Rafael Orozco, con su esposa, Clara Elena.
La música vallenata. Congratulaciones, Rafa. Felicitaciones, Israel. Además, por las ventas.
I think it's all interviews for the rest of this. So, let's see what else. Oh, let's check out some Frank Petrilli. Now, I think this is Frank's new Petosa 1100, I'm pretty sure, that has the blue star reeds that everybody's talking about. Gabe, Frank told me they're awesome. Something about these reeds, only Petosa has them. I don't even know, but they're being much hyped. And they're in this new accordion that Frank's playing. heard that. Groovy, our man Frank Petrilli, definitely grooving it. All right, let's head back over to the international. Let's see. Yeah, we already heard some of this stuff. Let's see.
C'est devant ta porte. J'ai passé devant ta porte, j'ai crié baba la belle, y'a personne qui m'a répondu. Oh yeah, yeah, mon cœur fait mal quand je vais mis à ça fait. Quand j'ai vu les chandelles allumées, y a quelque chose qui me disait dans les brûlés. Oh yeah, mon cœur fait mal. J'ai passé devant ta porte, j'ai crié maman la belle, y'a personne qui m'a répondu. Oh yeah, mon cœur fait mal quand j'étais cogné sur la porte, quand ils ont ouvert la porte, quand j'ai vu des chandelles allumées, tout le tour de ton cercueil. Thank you. All right, we'll move back down to Glenn and Jonathan. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Cedric. We're not going to skip you.
Well, finally, I got a good monitor tonight. I like this, so I can talk a lot more, but not too much. I don't want to take and go and cut into y'all's time either, you know? Y'all's either. There's too many people to be mad at me, you know? But anyways, I grew up in a town called San Felipe, Texas. So he was joking earlier, but he wasn't joking about the Czech descendants and everything. So on my mom's side of the family, we're the first 300 and something families to ever inhabit Texas. So you had slaves that came at one point, but then Mexico changed the law and said that all of the people of color, the slavery was illegal, right? And then my great-great-great-grandfather from Spain, who fought for Mexico, he was cousins with Santa Anna Lopez, the Mexican war commander. So we were some of the first families. What happened was, whenever Stephen F. Austin invited the Germans and the Czechs in the arrival of the accordion and everything, well, this has nothing to do with the other side of my family from South Carolina and Louisiana and all that. But I want to start on that side because Texas, I see it as the accordion state. And why? It's because of all these different cultures that landed there, and it ended up, like my whole life, I heard accordion music. But I heard Tejano music. I heard conjunto, cumbia, polka. I heard all these good styles of music from Polish people, Czech people. They were all my neighbors. And then now I know they're my cousins because I took this little DNA test or whatever. And believe it or not, I'm 13% Slavic. And growing up, you know, I'm not going to dwell on this, but in the black culture, I find, especially among Creole people, we like to try to like claim the master side more. You know, like, I'm a Frenchman. I'm Spanish. And it's like, yeah, but go to Mississippi and say that, you know? So the way I see it is, you know, so the way I see it is, I'm one of those that's a part of, I descend from all these people, and I was always taught this, but then I found out I didn't know about the Czech part. 13%, that's a lot. We were always talking about the Gonzales, the French part too. No, 13%, that's a lot. That's why I like beer, you know?
Yakshimash.
And that's why I can play the accordion. So that's what I was trying to get to the point of. I got the Louisiana world and I got the Texas world, but growing up in Texas, I heard Zydeco, I heard Cajun music, I heard Polish people's playing Czech, I heard the people Czech and Bohemians though, you know, and Germans, and I heard Mexican and Tejano. So you put it all together, shit, I come from accordion land. And I'm the least talented up here on the stage. It's not about the way you, you know, the technique and everything. It's about the way you express what you can do. You know, if I had only 2 fingers, I guess I just got to do what I can with that. You know, or Jimi Hendrix. Okay, enough talking. So I'm going to take this old song by Amadé Ardoin. How many of y'all ever heard of Amadé Ardoin? He was a short black man, Creole, French-speaking, didn't speak no English. Well, he recorded some of the first Louisiana recordings of the accordion, and he made this certain way of playing the skit, scat, doodle, doo. He made it very popular. So I'm going to take a song that he did and then a song that one of his cousins did, Chris Ardoin, a recent more musician, good friend of mine. He took a song and made English words, and I took his words and made French words, so I'm going to put them all together. Bada bing, bada bang. That you will leave. You said there was no love for me, and you know that's one thing I can't believe. Stay here, my sweetie, stay with me. Ti m'as dit le jour au soir, tu voulais plus. L'aimer le seul, tu n'es quitté pour toi. Tu connais, c'est quelque chose qui durera. Cha petite fille, reste ici avec moi.
I think one of the best things that a musician can do is play along with the music that they're hearing. And for a lot of us, it's a lot to, you know, just start learning by ear all of a sudden. It can be kind of overwhelming or exhausting. But like something that's a lot easier, that's really, depending on how focused you are, can get really, really deep, is just tapping along with the music and trying to, like, as though you're with them, playing along with them. You learn a lot. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to tap your tap right along with where they're putting each beat, which is, you learn a lot because you learn how the beats feel also. What emphasis is happening on the beat. So what I was saying, I just don't know if the microphone is louder than the video, but when you do that, when you tap along with the beat that you're feeling coming out of them, you also end up paying more attention and understanding better how long and short the beats are and how loud and soft they are. And so, you know, how the groove is made, you know, these things that really you have to copy, you know.
Girl, you told me last night that you would leave. You said there was no love for me.
And you can sort of switch. When you're doing that tapping, you can switch your focus from listening to the accompaniment, maybe, or an instrument, or the melody, you know. Now the melody is in the vocals. So if you're tapping and just feeling the beat, but you have your attention really on the melody, you're going to hear how, you're going to start to understand how the melody emphasizes which beats, when the phrases start, how they sort of push and pull against the beats, and where do they start, where do they end, inside of it, inside of the phrase, like what's emphasized on the beat, off the beat, stuff like that.
That's one thing I can't believe. Stay ici avec moi, ouais, Tiffy.
Nice. A major 7 and a dominant 7 at once.
Thank you, Cedric. All right. We'll move on down to Glenn Hartman and John again.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, wow. So Jonathan and I have been playing music together for about 33 years, which is a good bit of time. And when I met Jonathan, I didn't even know how to play the accordion.
That's a long time to be playing with somebody, man. 33 years. That's so cool.
He taught me. Yeah. Now I want to be an organ player in a rock and roll band, which I get to do that too still. But last time I played here, I was doing that. But my dad was an accordion player, and but then he decided to go to medical school and become a doctor. But I did have his accordion, and I thought, and when we started the Klezmer All Stars, I picked it up, and I was a little confused at first. But Steve, I think we might take issue about Texas being the accordion state. I'm not really sure. What do you think?
Okay, calm down.
We'll take it up. I don't want to fight with the Bacchus.
See, the Texans ain't got to argue or debate about it because there ain't no debate or argument.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where everybody's from. Like, which one of you are from Texas?
The funny thing is that the people that live in Texas are from New Mexico and Pennsylvania, and the guy who was born in Texas now lives in Louisiana.
Right. Okay, so and we came up. Me and your accordion,
Oh, it's about that. Oh, okay. Cool. Rocking out, man. Keep it right there.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, John. John, you want to say something?
I really wanted to hear a backbeat on that.
Definitely.
Or even a two-step. I guess a slow two-step. Cat, cat, boom, cat.
When you go see magicians, you know, and they're like, look, you hold the rope. You hold the cards. Now tell me what that card is. You see, and it still doesn't make the trick not work, you know. So the thing about it's great, you know, all these people tell their stories. But sometimes music is a good
things I can tell you. But I
sometimes something like song. We just play the. Go. Okay. You'll catch it in your backs. Okay.
Dude, it really does sound like a tuba. You can totally hear the beat, where the beat is if you listen to Alex's left hand. He gets this such a front side attack on the bass notes. Boop boop. It really sounds a lot like a tuba. It's crazy. Very cool.
I'd like to see people dance to that.
Yeah.
I want what he's having. I'll take two of them.
You got anything for us, Josh?
What did you say, Steve?
You got something for us?
Oh, let me see. Something.
You want a passport?
All right. I just wanted to watch this part again.
Let's start at the beginning. I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. Hi, everybody.
I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. Hi, everyone.
How are you?
How are you? Hi, everyone. How are you? I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual.
About you, a Duke Ellington composition. Let's start at the beginning. I approach the band with a sense of well-being as usual. Hi, everybody. How are you? Cool.
So cool. So cool. All right. Someone make that into an emote for the for the Twitch, please. It's so cool. All right. What were we gonna do? Oh yeah. Over here. Let's check this out. All right, super cool. Radio edit out of that. And how about Let's see. Let's see what's new here. Let's see. We got a Baldo, Frederick. Well, let's watch Mulgrew Miller comping over the blues. This looks cool.
So I might at home, I might say comp a blues for myself, you know, and it has to feel something, you know, it has to dance. That's the main thing. So it has to feel good.
Yeah, it felt great. All right, let's check out some more Mulgrew Miller. Something live, shall we? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think I've ever just searched Mulgrew Miller. This is cool. All right. Okay, so Bertie Wooster. So this is Mulgrew comping on All the Things You Are. Let's check it out again. We're watching it again. It's so good. Yeah. Work it out.
And so forth and so on.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, let's watch some more. Old Folks. It's a jazz tune called Old Folks. I think it's Benny Golson, but I could be wrong. No, not at all. Robertson. Okay. Lyrics by Vedette Lee Hill. Wow. That's a lot of piano man. Wow. So just so beautiful. What else is on this channel? Cool, more piano. Oh, Hank Jones. Cool. Gary Smulyan, Barry Harris. Cool. This is a good channel. I'm gonna subscribe to this one. Favorite things comping. More Barry Harris. That's awesome. All right, let's check this one out. I cover the waterfront. That's awesome. Wow, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Take a screenshot of that for the future. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay. Is it getting too piano-y? It's great. I mean, great music, man. Oh, Hank Jones playing Stardust? Is this really like over the top? Wow. All right. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going jazz piano for the end of this live stream then. So Hank Jones, one of the many all-time great jazz pianists, in my opinion. Not that it's for me to say, but wow. Yeah, Hank Jones is something else. This feels good. Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping we get some more Hank at the end, but wow, super cool. All right. Well, here's what I think. Whoa, who's this? Oh, Gary Smullian. Yeah, right on. Okay. I think we should go out with this concert. I wonder if they're all gonna play at the very end. That would be a great way to end it if I could find that tune. That's usually what happens in these scenarios. There's always like a tune that everybody plays on. Yeah, this looks like it might be it. All right.
This is a song that I heard and have loved all my life.
Mardi Gras! Mardi Gras!
Thank you, Ann.
Ay, ay, ay.
Les Mardi Gras s'en viennent tout partout, tout le tour de mouilleur. Ça passe moi par monter la charité. Quand même si c'est une patate et gratton. Go, Glenn, go! Les Mardi Gras sont sur un grand voyage, tout le tour des mouilleurs, ça passe moi par de la charité, quand même si c'est un gourmet qui trompe travailler.
Aïe, 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 fais de la guitare.
Hey, Josh!
cool. This is yeah. Sweet. Well, that was all those great musicians from the International Accordion Kings. Gig here. So cool. My name is Dallas, and this is the Accordion live stream. It's great to spend a couple hours with you. This is really cool. Next week I'm going to New Orleans, and I'm not sure totally if I'm going to be able to live stream from there or not. So if you're a subscriber to my email newsletter, which you can get to through the website, I think, by joining the website, I'll let you know. Probably the day of. And if you're just somebody who tunes in without being on my email list, if you don't see me next week, then that's what happened. Is I could not, for whatever reasons, I was unable to live stream from New Orleans. I'm going to be in New Orleans to be a student at the Cinema Workshop with Jacques Mornay and Natalie Bouchex coming over from France. It should be super cool. I haven't really spoken to them. And I've definitely been thinking a lot about their techniques and stuff and all the amazing musicality. So this is going to be really fun, and I hope that I can live stream from there next week.